Shut up and sit down.
Hey friends, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And we've been checking out some Indian movies again recently, and one's come across my radar called Satyameva Jayate 2, which we've not seen. Satyameva Jayate. It was a 2018 vigilante action movie, which sounds pretty good. It did very well at the box office, despite an unfortunate release clashing with another big movie at the time. But the second movie stars John Abraham, and you know how much I love stars who play multiple roles, like Krish 3, where Hrithik Roshan was playing a father and a son. You have a similar thing in this, where John Abraham is playing not only twin brothers, but also their dad. So, I was hooked immediately that I heard that. I need to know no more in order to be excited about the trailer. Not to mention, the thumbnail for the trailer looked epic. So we're going to go ahead and check out the trailer for Satyameva Jayate 2 right now. If you want to see what we think about it, then stick around until the end. But for now,
let's go.
Let's go! Take that, coconut.
पुलिस चाहती है मेरी कलाई का नाप हथकड़ी के लिए।
I bet it's extra large.
चाहता है मेरे गले का नाप फांसी के लिए।
Oh my God.
और बेईमान डरता है सुन के मेरे जिगरे का नाप 56 इंच।
ऐसी माएं हैं जो तुम जैसे बेटों को जन्म देती हैं, जो हमेशा सच्चाई के लिए लड़ते हैं, हारते हैं लेकिन रुकते नहीं, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए टूटते नहीं।
इस कातिल को पकड़ने के लिए हमें हमारे बेस्ट ऑफिसर की जरूरत है। हवा को तूफान बनते देर नहीं लगती। और तूफान को रोकने के लिए चट्टान की जरूरत पड़ती है।
दो टके की जान लेने 56 इंच का जिगरा नहीं, 56 किलो का हथौड़ा चाहिए। हर गुनहगार को ऐसे मौत मारूंगा कि अगले जन्म में माँ की कोख से क्या, बाप की तोप से भी निकलने से डरेगा। याद रख, तुझे पकड़ने 11 नहीं, इसी मुल्क की पुलिस काफी है।
हमारा देश हर किस्म के भ्रष्टाचार से आजाद होगा। ये आजाद उस दिन आजादी मनाएगा। तेरी ममता में हूँ। जिस देश की मैया गंगा है, वहाँ खून भी तिरंगा है।
इस कुरुक्षेत्र में जो क्रांति आप लाना चाहते थे, उसे मैं लाऊंगा। मेरा फंडा डांडी नहीं है, मेरा फंडा डंडा है। गांधी जी की हमेशा जय हो। लेकिन भगत सिंह मेरा बंदा है। दुनिया एक कुरुक्षेत्र का मैदान है, जहां हर मोड़ पे दुनिया तुम दोनों भाइयों को लड़वाने की कोशिश करेगी। तुम दोनों आपस में लड़ोगे तो दुश्मन हमेशा जीतेगा। तन मन धन से बढ़कर जंगन मन।
Well, I am glad that he wore different clothes when he was the good guy versus the bad guy, because I was so confused. Even though there were really good subtitles, having the same actor play 3 different roles and playing both the good guy and the bad guy as twins, oh my goodness. Confusing, but holy moly, action dialed up to 11, guns pumping everywhere, flexing in every scene. Wow, what did you think of this crazy, crazy movie?
I thought the way they had the same actor playing three different people, I was skeptical because it's really hard to do that well, but I thought it was actually really effective the way they've got them both fighting for what they think is right, so they've both got right on their side. But then having him play their father, but years ago, when he was also fighting for his country.
Yes.
And they both have that motivation of feeling like they're honoring their father's legacy, but both of them are doing it in very different ways. But I also felt that even with the two brothers, the way they dressed them both and just styled them both, they both had such a different look. Like the kind of the physical brother just looked like so gnarled and just like some kind of like monster, just the way he was throwing cars around, throwing motorcycles around, but he just looked like so grizzled. And then the other one just still looked huge, but like he was all kind of sleek and stylish and looked like a lawyer or a politician. But like it was the same actor, but just styling them in two different ways was so effective.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you caught all of that, because all I saw was punch, flex, throw a motorbike. Yeah, like I was so overwhelmed by the pure action, and like I grew up with those kind of movies, and just I still love that whole feel of. I don't know, good versus evil, really jacked guys just beating holy hell out of the bad guys, and and bad guys who are really bad as well. And I don't know, even with me barely reading the subtitles and missing a lot of the story because I was so overwhelmed, it still looks like a really fun movie. It's the kind of thing though that like the first movie actually had quite mixed reviews. It certainly didn't get bad reviews, but it got very mixed reviews. It wasn't like the critics didn't love it, but it made I think over $1 billion rupees. Maybe it was 10 billion rupees. I'll Wikipedia it, but it made a lot of money at the box office. And I kind of feel like sometimes people just want that. Like you don't necessarily always want to have these super thought-provoking dramas. Sometimes you just want a bit of silly fun where someone's playing two twins beating the crap out of each other. Like, sometimes that's good enough for a Friday night with a couple of beers just to enjoy a movie. So,
especially if they put so much into it that you're fully invested. Like you don't. It's fun watching those kind of hardcore action scenes, and the fight choreography is amazing. But if there's a really powerful storyline, if each of them has a powerful motivation that you really believe in, then it makes it so much more compelling. And I feel like that's a step that too many movies miss. But ones like this are so easily dismissed in the same way, but you can tell how much has gone into creating it.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like, there were a lot of themes running through it about patriotism and your love for your country and things that I think will resonate with a lot of people, even if the action is over the top and clearly on wires and things. Like, I don't know, I think it draws people in, and then they're invested in watching the movie. So I would predict that this is going to sell a lot of tickets in November when it releases, but I guess time will tell. Hey, well, thank you to everyone who clued us in to this movie. I think clearly you know the kind of movies that we like, and this is right up our alley. We really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. And we will see you as soon as we possibly can, friends, on the next Dork trailer ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.